So there's a couple of things on my mind, and I was just watching a Nigel Farage statement regarding illegal immigration into Britain coming across the English Channel from France. And there's a couple of things I'm thinking about. One is I cannot believe that migrants get on dinghies in France and then come across the channel and jump off the dinghies and then basically run into the countryside and join Britain, basically. I find that an amazing process, an amazing concept that someone will get on a dinghy, come across the channel, and then jump into another country and join the community. I just find it a stunning idea, and I can't imagine living that way. And that makes me think of something else. It makes me think of why are these people doing this? Why are they leaving a perfectly respectable country like France, come across the channel in a dinghy? I don't know how horrible an experience that would be. And then running off the dinghy and disappearing into the English countryside and somehow joining the community and working and living and eating. And none of it makes sense to me, and I find it stunning, basically, that this happens. And then it's making me think of why are these people doing this? Why, as I said, why they're leaving perfectly good country like France and coming over to England? And then I'm thinking, there obviously must be a reason, and I'm wondering what the reason might be. And it just basically makes me very happy and glad to be living in Britain, living in England. I'm realizing as I think about how fantastic my life is and how awful my life could be living in so many other places around the world. If I was living in Colombia or Azerbaijan or I don't know, there's so many places that would be horrible to be living in for countless reasons. And I'm just amazed at how the world works, or rather, how the world doesn't work, and yet it still works somehow. There are some terrible countries to be living in around the world, and that's even if you're doing okay. If you have a normal job and you're doing alright and you're relatively healthy, life can still be really bad in many places around the world. We have it so fantastic here in England, and I've only recently started to think of how life could be in other places around the world. And the reason I've started thinking about it is because I'm in a medical situation now, and so I'm very dependent on the state and the environment that I have here in England. And I'm so grateful to be living here because I'm trying to imagine how my life would be if I was in so many other places around the world. And it helps me understand why we have immigration on there like this. It used to always baffle me why someone would actually get on a dinghy and come across the stormy English Channel and jump off the boat and somehow find accommodation and food in England. I never understood, I think, why people would put themselves through that craziness. But as things are now, I'm realizing more now of just how brilliant my life is here in England. And I see how life could be and how life is for so many people around the world. And it makes much more sense to me now why people take these risks and somehow find food and somehow find accommodation and risk their lives coming across the channel in dinghies. It's all making much more sense now and I'm glad to be wising up to the world. But I cannot believe the lives that many people have to live. I can't believe how good I have it here and compared to how it could be. I'm just surprised at the things that are going on, and I never thought about immigration before in my life. But I'm understanding more and more now, and I understand more now why it's such an issue, and we have to do something sensible because it doesn't seem that we're doing enough at the moment. And people like Nigel Farage, men like him, standing up for what makes sense, and in such a informative and positive way, and he's very honest as well. So I'm very impressed with Nigel Farage, and I hope he keeps doing what he's doing. And I don't know why he has to work so hard to state what is obvious about our mishandling of illegal immigration. He's a very good man and he's doing a very good job, and so I'm glad that we have him.